few years. Number one, since we've started working with Teradata and moved our application process online, we've had a much larger number of applicants going. I think the information is more readily available to students. And then beyond that, since we have more students participating, it seems that they're telling their friends and their classmates about the opportunities. And so we're seeing a lot more students come to our office who are interested, who've just heard by word of mouth about the international study abroad opportunities we have. International students, one, are a major contributor to our economy as a whole. So if you break that down further, we're talking about local community as well as just the university itself. But beyond that, we want our domestic and our international students to come together, of course, and have that camaraderie, if you will, and be able to learn from one another. When students go on and graduate and they go to work for these large multinational global companies, there's going to be people they're going to be working with from all different backgrounds. So they're going to have a level of cultural awareness in order to communicate and communicate with one another at the end of the day, so that they can complete the projects and the tasks that they have at hand. The benefits of international experience studying abroad are intangible in the sense that they're almost even hard to communicate. It's really one of those things you have to experience for yourself. And when you see or when you meet a student and you're working with a student who hasn't traveled abroad before, or let alone perhaps even out of their own city or their state, and then you see the transformation that happens once they return from these type of programs, again, it's just tremendous. And so it's about broadening the perspective of the student, giving them a new light in which they see the world, in which they see themselves. And once that transformation happens, it just opens up a whole new world or door of opportunities. Moving from a paper to an electronic system, I think, has gone a long way in, again, increasing the number of students who we are receiving applications from. Obviously, this is 2019, and if we're being environmentally conscious, if you will, we can reduce our paper costs. Everybody's got a cell phone, everybody's got iPads, tablets, and laptops, things of that nature. And so it's very easy for students to get access to the information that we have. And if we do our part and on the front end have all the information, everything the student needs to know outlined in advance, all the information is there for them to read and digest, and then so that way when they do visit our office, they're already armed with information and have an idea of what opportunities are available to them. Number one, I think we can do more to build on those relationships, those students coming in, those students going. For example, students who are coming here, they may speak multiple languages. They may be bilingual, trilingual, or even speak more than 3 languages sometimes. I met a gentleman from Equatorial Guinea the other day who speaks 4 languages. And so I think that provides an opportunity for our domestic students who are interested in becoming bilingual or more, and so that they can have those conversations with the international students who are here, who speak those languages as their native languages. Beyond that, when our students go and travel abroad, they're putting Prairie View A&M University on the map. And so there's opportunities for them to spread the word about Prairie View and encourage more international students to come to our university. And so it's really a cycle, I think, where we have students coming in, we have students going out and coming back, and the international students who are coming in, once they graduate, they go on and they have great things to say about Prairie View A&M University when they go back home as well.
I'm an international student here on the campus. So I did my undergraduation in my engineering, mechanical engineering. So while I was an undergraduate student, I'm not that much responsible towards academics. To speak frankly, I had failed 12 subjects in my undergraduation. Somehow I managed and I finished it. Then after, soon I entered United States and I landed at Prairie A&M University for my master's in mechanical engineering. It's a new environment for me, and slowly I adopted this. It was very nice. So I started getting into academics, and I successfully completed my Master's of Engineering with 3.26 GPA, and it did not stop there. My curiosity towards academics has increased day by day. It's because of this environment, this place, and the culture what I'm seeing here. Today I graduated from my sociology degree with a 4.0 GPA. So when I look at back, the change in me, the experiment how I did, the academic intellectuality I gained from this place is really I feel great for being here, and I feel this place made me feel great of myself. And now I have enrolled into PhD. I was accepted for a criminal justice PhD doctoral program at Prairie A&M University. So hopefully after my academics, I may work for a couple of years as a professor. Then after, I will be a full-time politician in my country. Nothing can rate us. Our soul has to be answered for what we learned. So you can try better for scoring and learning, but in some circumstances, we might not judge them. It happens, and in that cases, if you gain a mark, that's good, and if you lose what you expected or what you wanted, that kind of GPA, then it's nothing wrong. You have to get encouraged yourself from that feeling, and you have to gain more academic intellectuality, so that one day this GPA or percentages or anything doesn't matter. All matters is what you have learned and what the best you can explain to others from what you have learned. That matters. Freshman is always a confusion state, so better before getting into the school, I request them to make some work on the campus environment, and especially if it is undergraduate students, they have to know how the class, the professor, and the homeworks works. So if they can know how the institution works, then they can be more confident. In between, they have to make good friends, and they have to be more in contact with library and the resources which university provide, so that they can build themselves as a good academician as well as a leader for the bright future.